This is the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson. 1 year ago, Somalia's capital, Mogadishu, looked like a war zone. It's a big change from 365 days ago. If you walk through Mogadishu now, it's filled with campaign posters and a lot of excitement regarding the presidential campaign. Why this is a good thing and why the campaign itself seems to be transforming Somalia is the pure adrenaline that comes with politics, running for office, getting involved in campaigns, and the feeling that you're being heard and something might be done to change your life for the better. One of the reasons Somalia became a failed state and ended up being a haven for pirates is because the pirates in question had no place to go, they had no hope, and yes, these were actually and are actually very, very bad people with very bad intentions. There is a possibility that even those, particularly young people with bad intentions, may go down another path if there are options for them. If there are options for them, this lowers the political risk to direct foreign investors. Who would want to pour money into Somalia a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? It was a failed state. There wasn't anything going on of note. And the chance of you losing everything just by having it looted was 100%. The whole situation is starting to change and change a little bit quicker than any analyst predicted. The election itself, just the impact of not physically fighting, but fighting and debating, is starting to transform the thinking of the Somalian people. This is the first step, and usually this is a step that many democracies go through, but not at this point. It takes years to really build upon the physical election as far as a emotional tie to democracy. Most people view the physical election as a exercise. The Somalians seem to have taken a more of a American, if you will, for lack of a better word, view of this. These are my rights. I own this. This is good for the country. I would feel guilty if I don't get involved, if I don't vote. This is a view that will very quickly transform Somalia into a place for foreign direct investment and business opportunities. I could be 100% wrong. There's probably a good chance I am wrong. But as far as political risk being lowered every single day that the election continues peacefully, and then there's actually an actual installation, if you will, for, once again, for lack of a better word, of an elected government. Every day that this process continues, the political risk in Somalia is lower. What you want to do is keep a close eye on the outcome of the election, not the winner per se, but the reaction of the people. Is there going to be civil unrest, which will lead you to believe, and should lead you to believe, there may be long-term political risk? For example, if you're going to invest in a factory of some sort, and there are ties to the elected officials, because it may go up in their hometown. The people who did not win the election may view this as a real slight cronyism. And unlike writing a letter to the New York Times or to a local board to complain about it like people in the States would do, you very well may have serious civil unrest. And we're not talking about demonstrations, peaceful demonstrations. We're talking about burning the place down. Peaceful demonstrations are a sign of mature democracy. Somalia, even with this election process and a successfully concluded election where there is a government in place at the end of that process, in my opinion, will still be a very, very unstable, fragile democracy where the totality of political risks are so great that it may be far too dangerous to invest substantial amounts if you're a direct foreign investor or a business, or rely on any potential supply chain that would be produced by foreign direct investment of others. I clearly hope this is not the case. I clearly hope that this process transforms Somalia into a place where you can do business, where the people do have opportunities, where the pirates come off the beach and go into the banks as employees. This has been the Thompson Cast. I am Mel Thompson.